Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of R5 Adventures. Hope everybody's doing good, having an amazing day. You guys can see I'm kind of at my little streaming / editing station until I get my real desk put in. This is what I'm dealing with. I got a huge 32-inch TV HD for my computer monitor. You guys are seeing, yep, that's my own YouTube video in the background. That way nobody can hit me for nothing. No copyright, no, hey, you're using my crap, I want money. Nope, it's mine. This video is going to be kind of weird. It's going to be a lot of time jumping. So right now you're talking to, I guess, future Mike. You're going to be working back here in a second to talk to past Mike, and then you're going to work back to future Mike. And then I think again you're going to be working back to another past Mike. And then you'll come back to current time. So I don't know, future, current, whatever. But you guys are going to be in for a ride. We are bouncing back and forth. You guys got to just bear with me. Trust me, I'm going to try to make it flow as good as I can. The first part of the video you guys are about to watch is the other day I found out the alternator on my wife's car went out. It is a 2004 GMC Envoy. And we have dumped a lot of money into this thing. And usually I do it all myself, but lately because of the work schedule, me being so busy between work and YouTube, I haven't had the time. I've been paying people to do it. The alternator, unless I got it towed, it was not going to be drivable to any place that I could take it to. So I had to fix it myself because I was not paying a tow truck for something that simple. So I shot part of it on the camera. It was a last minute thing. I already kind of started it, but I didn't get far into it before I decided to video it. The second part, mostly of putting the alternator back on, I did not film. It started snowing. I didn't want to bring this camera out, possibly ruin it. So, between the snow and it was getting dark, I just wanted to get it done as fast as I could and wrap it up. I did kind of go back through, explain to you guys how to put it all back together and things like that. Plus, it wasn't meant to be the main portion of a blog. So I didn't want to make it super long anyways. But you guys can tune in, check it out right now. I will catch you guys when it's over. Alright guys, so we're going to replace the alternator, which was right down here. I've already disconnected the battery. I've already taken the belt off. Here, I'll show you guys the belt. So you put a wrench in down here. That's the tensioner pull. You put it in, you can pull tension off, and you pop the belt off of the alternator. That's how you get the belt off. So now we got the battery disconnected and the belt off. I gotta pop this shield off, and once I pop this shield off with this bolt, and this bolt, it'll pop off, and I can get to the bolts for the alternator. Alright, so this one's going to be a 10 millimeter. Just pop it off really quick. All the two bolts are 15 millimeter.
Alright guys, so getting that bracket off is kind of a pain. You gotta get under here, under all this stuff. You gotta pretty much pop the wiring out of the harness. And once you do that, you gotta wedge this off, and this whole thing will come off. Did that off camera because I was having such a problem. Actually, you're gonna get a knuckle buster, so if you got some good gloves, that's perfect. Then, I don't know if you can even see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. Alright, so you're gonna have a bolt here, and then back in here, there's another bolt right here. You're gonna have to take both of those off, they're long bolts. And now there's another one down under here. Just under the alternator. There's another bolt, you're gonna feel it. Once you pop that off, the whole thing should just come down. I would, once you start getting towards the end of the threads for that last bolt, I would kind of get a hand on there just so the weight doesn't flop it down and, you know, potentially bust anything. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to take a quick 5. I've been out here for quite a bit, and it is about 30, I think it's about 35 degrees right now, so I'm kind of cold. I'm sweating. I need something to drink, so I'm going to take a break, go warm up, and come back out. We'll get that last bolt. So let me get you off of here again. Alright, so right here That nut you gotta take off. And let me. So that nut, you gotta take that connection off, and then there's a little snap connection right here. You're gonna have to pop off too. So let's do that. Alright guys, so I didn't record the last bit because it started snowing. And it's getting late, I want to get done before dark. But it's the same thing, just opposite. So there's the old one. There's the new one. Bracket came back on. It's that bolt, and that bolt. Then there's bolt right here, and a bolt about a finger's width backwards. There's another bolt. Then there's, you guys can't even see, it's getting so dark. Hang on. But then right down here, right about where my pinky finger's at, there's a bolt right there too. That one's kind of a pain. I was just putting the bottom bolt in first, and then putting your two top bolts in. So, but yeah, that's belt's lined up properly. Checked it. Everything's tightened down. Everything I did is back in reverse now. Car's running good. So let's get back inside and warm up a little bit. I'm cold. Alright guys, now that we're done with the repairs I had to do to my wife's car, we're jumping back to present time. And I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about a new adventure that I'm taking on. You know, mainly me and my wife's obviously supporting it. But I'm taking on a new adventure of opening a lawn care and snowplow company. It's something I've thought about for a while, and I've kind of done some numbers in my head, and for the most part it's pretty easy to get into as long as you are willing to be professional. You have the ability to be professional, I should put it that way. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you can be professional, and you got to have the dedication and the motivation to own your own company and to work for yourself. Starting off, I want to take you guys along through the journey so you guys can kind of go from point A with me to point B and then to point C, so you guys can transition with me along with my business and how it progresses. So if you guys are interested, because some of you guys are going to be younger than me that are watching these videos, and you know, I'm 34, so it's kind of late in my life to be thinking about this kind of stuff, opening my own business, but it's still doable even at 34. So for those of you that are 16, 17, 18, you guys are prime for starting your own company, especially if you want to do lawn care or landscaping. 16 years old, you guys are driving. You know, it doesn't, buy yourself a little beater pickup truck, an S10 or Ford Ranger
What, I don't even know what other like trucks are out there, but get yourself a little truck, get yourself a push mower, a weed whacker, and a blower, and you guys are set to start off. Nobody's expecting a 16-year-old who is still a full-time student and going off and making their own money to be to professional level. Doesn't mean you can't do good cuts. It doesn't mean you can't have a personality that people are drawn to, and that people are like people like you for your personality. But nobody's expecting you to have $100,000 rigs, okay? So you guys are in your prime to start off, but I've been fortunate enough where I have a little bit of savings, not a lot, and I'm still saving for equipment, but I'm in a position where I'm fortunate enough where I had some money to start up a company. The biggest thing though is going to be marketing. So since my wife has a already successful company where she's got almost so many clients that she can't even take any more on. Actually, I don't even think she's even taking any more on right now. The first thing I thought about doing was reaching out to those people. So what we did a while ago was I sat down and helped my wife organize her clients into a spreadsheet on the computer. That way we knew everybody's name, address, phone number, what they got, dogs, cats. She's a mobile pet groomer in case you didn't know. But dogs, cats, all that stuff was all in one little sheet, and we could print it off and she could have it with her. Just update it and print it off randomly as we needed to. So that's what I did, was I took her list, I printed it off, and I created mailers. Now, mailers don't have to be super complicated about anything. It's literally, I got a box of 40 envelopes at the dollar store for $1. And I typed this up one night when I was not busy at work, at my full-time job, and I printed up a bunch of them off. And I'll just read it to you guys really quick. It's to our valued clients. We would like to take the opportunity to thank you all for helping to take Crystal's Pretty Paws and making it into what it has become. We cannot thank you all enough for the support you have given us. Due to that support, we have been able to take on a new undergoing, which would like to take this time to offer the service to you. The owners of Crystal's Pretty Paws are proud to announce that we have opened R5 Lawn Care. R5 Lawn Care offers mowing, weeding, edging, seeding, hedge trimming, spring cleanups, fall cleanups, and snow plowing. Since this, I've actually went ahead and just threw in mulch too, because throwing new mulch in a bed's not that difficult. But if any of the services are appealing to you, then give Mike a call I put my number, and set up an appointment to get a quote today. Thank you for your continued support. Simple. I think it was 5 sentences, but you fold it up, you shove it in an envelope. What I had ordered from Vistaprints, and I got a lot of these. I'm gonna open it up really quick so you guys can take a peek. Pop that off. Don't care about that. Put these back in here. So I had these cards made up through Vistaprints. I did Vistaprints because they're usually pretty quick, and they're pretty, I would say they're extremely reasonable on prices. That's why a lot of people use them. They come out very professional looking, and like I said, they're not that badly priced. So what I've been doing is I've been taking our mailers that we created, stuffing the letter in, and I've been taking 1 to 2 business cards, shoving it in there, licking it, then obviously we address it, and the mail it goes. Put a stamp on it. That's a really good way to market your business straight out the gate. Not a lot of you guys have the ability to do what I was doing, where I'm basically just emailing, or not emailing, but I'm mailing out letters to my wife's clients. So another option we have, and this is something else I've been doing too. Let's pop this off here. This is just an example, but it's a door hanger. You hang it on somebody's door, and you can have, this one had plowing on the front, or, well, I don't even know if you call it the front, but plowing, and it talks about fall cleanups. I got some of those. They're already printed. They're shipped. I'm just waiting for them to come in. But those are coming from Vistaprints as well. I found them to be extremely good priced, and like I said, Vistaprints has never done me wrong on quality. All right. The other option was, and I got a ton of these already, but I just designed my own flyer. Now it has everything I want on it. Tells me about who I am, a little bit of description about me, where I'm servicing, and what I'm servicing, and then obviously free estimates. Call Mike with my number. It also has our Facebook page because I have a Facebook page for pretty much everything I do. I also created another prototype when I was doing that flyer. Came up with this one as well. I like it. I still like it. It's still another viable option for me. You also don't have to do anything fancy. Like if you really don't want to do pictures, or say you're younger and you're using your mom's printer or your dad's printer and you don't want to use up all the ink, you can do straight black because black ink is cheaper. So you can go just straight black. It's not going to obviously look as good as something colored with pictures and something that's going to grab your attention to it, but it's doable. Print a bunch of them off. Make sure you talk to the town, wherever you're going to. Make sure they don't have a permit you have to buy. My town, where I live in right now, you need a permit if you're going to knock on the door. If you're not going to knock on the door, you're just going to hang something, you don't need a permit at all. The other town I used to live in, if you wanted to go door to door with a flyer at all, you needed a permit. And they're usually not expensive. They're like 10, 15 bucks, I believe. 25, probably max. But that's another option as well. Another thing I was doing too was I want to make sure I'm covered. Since we're in the winter, we're doing snow removal. We're doing snow plowing, snow blowing, shoveling, salting. I offer salt. So another thing I want to make sure I was covered so I don't get screwed going into spring, because my main source of income for at least this next year or two is going to be lawn care. So what I did to cover myself was I created a snow removal contract. And this is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If I can remember, I'll put images of everything I'm showing you guys. I'll put photos inside the video so you guys can get a better look at it. But it talks about everything. It talks about the amount per plow. It talks about the terms of when I want the payment. It says that I'm not liable for any damages as a result of the customer not staking a driveway out. Obviously, if it's straightforward, it's straight, in and out, maybe flares up by the garage, not a big deal. But if it's a longer driveway and it's weaving, they're gonna have to stake it out. And if they don't, it's not my fault, not my problem. All right. The other thing, kids leave stuff out in the driveway, stuff like that. If they don't pick it up and it snows and I come and plow and it gets damaged, again, not my problem. All right, it's clearly in here. It also says I have the ability to decide whether I'm going to snow plow with my ATVs or if I'm going to snow blow. I use ATVs. I probably somewhere down the road I'm going to get a plow truck, but ATVs are smaller, they're more nimble, they're easier to see around it, so you don't usually cause as much damage as you could or would in a plow truck. But that's also in here. It says it's up to my discretion. And then it also has a spot for a trigger snowfall. So you can have them go every 4 inches. I just want you to go ahead and come out and plow it. Or you can do, instead of doing an amount, just put by call. So if you want me to come plow your driveway, you got to pick the phone up and go, hey, R5 Lawn Care, I need you to come out and plow my driveway. That's an option as well. There's also an extra fee of blink dollars after blink inches of snow to be plowed. So if I say, if I tell you guys want to be, by call, I tell you guys, okay, but anything over 6 inches is going to be $10 more per inch, or, per 6 inches or whatever. So, I could say your driveway is $35 up to 6 inches. After 6 inches, it's going to be an additional $15 for every 6 inches. That's what that line is for. It also includes sidewalks. do you want me to do sidewalks? Obviously, the one going from the driveway to the house is going to be included. But do you want me to do the front of your house? I can. If you want sidewalks, it's going to be extra, like $5, more than likely. Some places I've just included. And then it also has salt. So salt's X amount per application. Obviously, the X amount is going to vary depending on the size of the property. But then you also have additional comments down below. Special instructions type stuff where I want you guys to push the snow over here. When you plow, I don't want any snow here. You can push it all over here and I don't care. That's what that comments stuff's going to be for. Alright, I'm going to pop you guys out to past Mike again. And you guys are going to check out some of the equipment I have. It's poor lighting out there. I do apologize. But when it gets nice out, I start ripping stuff out. And even when I'm loading up, I'm going to try to take you guys along with when I shoot videos. Or when I go out mowing lawns so I can shoot some videos with you guys. But you guys are going to see the equipment once it gets nicer and I pull everything out. Alright, but I'm going to let you guys go outside, check the equipment out. And when you guys come back, I'm going to talk a little bit more with you guys, wrap this whole thing up, and we're going to call it a day. Alright? Stay tuned.
Alright guys, so luckily I was able to start off with a little bit of money. Not a lot, but I was able to start off with a little bit of money, and I didn't necessarily have to start from just a pushing mower and a weed whacker. I was able to go over the four-wheeler, but that is a brand new Stihl BR 600. I was able to get that brand new out, straight out the box. And then we got, you guys ain't gonna be able to see it because of the light, but I got an Echo stick edger and a Echo weed whacker and also an Echo handheld leaf blower. The only thing as far as grass I'm saving up for right now is a mower, but snow aspects, you guys already know. Got the four-wheeler with the plow and also got the old Honda with the plow on it. So I got that old Honda and the new CF Moto. So I'm pretty set up with snow plow. I got a snow blower in the back in the shed. So the only thing I really have to save up for right now is the mower. I need about $3,500 just for the base unit, not including anything I want on it, like a mulch kit, a OCDC chute on it, which is operator control discharge chute, and a bagger. But here's the, let's see, that's the trailer I'm using. You guys obviously know I got another trailer in here. That one's probably gonna be sold pretty quick here. But yeah, I obviously didn't have to start from scratch. I have a little bit of money, not a lot, but I have a little bit of money. So that makes the whole process of starting up the company easier, because you're not trying to save up money. You're not grabbing a push mower and a weed whacker and just going out and cutting grass, which you can do. People have done it. I would do it if I had to, but I don't have to. I have a little bit of money. I'm hoping by spring I'll have a mower. It's going to be a small one. It's 34 inch, so that way I can get it into gated backyards. It is a 0 turn sit on. So it's not the best. It's residential, so yeah, it's a stepping stone. But I'm going to head back in to get out of this cold, and we can talk more once we get back inside. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, the last tip I want to give you guys as far as marketing goes, and it goes along with marketing and looking professional, is right now it's cold. I got a hoodie made up. When it's nicer out, I'm going to make up about, I would say probably around a dozen shirts. But getting stuff made up with your company name on it and your number, that makes a uniform. So you're looking the part that you want to portray, that you have a business, that you're going to be reliable. That's what the image is that you're going to show up and you're going to be professional. So t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, jackets, hoodies, sweatshirts, stuff like that. That's for the winter. If you're only going to do lawn care and stuff, you can still get stuff made up, but know that your main marketing, what you're marketing is not the season. All right. But here's mine. You guys saw me wearing it. I took it off so I can show it to you guys though. So I just got R5 on the front. I'm not thrilled with the lettering, so I'm probably going to change it up the next one I get. I'm going to grab a couple more sweaters or hoodies, and then like I said, I'm going to grab probably about a dozen t-shirts. So I'll probably change the lettering up because it looks like RS in my opinion, but it's R5 on the front. And then if you flip it over, let's see. If you flip it over, it says R5 Lawn Care and Snow Removal, and it's got my phone number on it. So it's, like I said, it does two folds. It's marketing and it's creating that image. When you show up and you're decked out in your company gear, you create that image that you're a professional, you're here to do a job, you're here to make your clients happy, you get the job done and leave. All right. Until next time, I got a couple things planned. Some more kind of business chats. Think I'm gonna try to come up with a name with it, and then we'll just kind of roll with it. Like, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't want anything generic like business talk or whatever, but something that I can name it, and we can keep having these little chats about the business, how it's going, some tips. In the meantime, if you're looking for anything to help, if you guys are in the lawn care landscaping business, the guy I watch all the time, I'm even watching, I'm current on his videos, and I'm back watching stuff that he put up before I subscribed. But check out Brian's Lawn Maintenance. He's on YouTube as well. He's actually one of the videos, if you click on the homepage, you look to the right, he's actually one of the channels I tagged. Brian's Lawn Maintenance. I watch his videos all the time. He's given me tons of advice through those videos. So make sure you guys check him out. Give him a subscribe. Watch some of his videos. I'm telling you guys, if you guys are in the market for this type of business, you're going to learn a lot from his channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.